Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a smoky look for you guys. Before we started, I added some moisture to her skin to prep her face, and then I'm just now using this brow pencil to add a little bit of color to her eyebrows. Then I primed the lids before adding the concealer just to define the brows a little bit more. As you can see, I did not let the concealer go all the way down to her eyelid. You'll see why later. Blending out. Not really adding it to the eyelid.
There are times when you cry, when you feel so blue, wishing someone was there for you. It's such a lonely world.
And then I mix two concealers together, Truffle and Beautiful Bronze, for the upper part of her brow. Again, I try to get it as close to her skin color as possible. And then I set the brows, under the brows, with the Dermablend setting powder. Now you can use any black eyeshadow you have that's pigmented. This one is from one of my Morphe palettes. Before I did the eyes, I put a little bit of that Smashbox primer on the lid, and this is exactly why I did not let that concealer go all the way to the eyelid. If I did, it would kind of distort the black. It would be harder to actually get the intensity that I wanted on the lid. So avoid putting the concealer on the lid if you're gonna make it black anyways. As you can see, I really don't like using brushes for the eyelid. I just use those little applicators, don't even know what they're called, but that's what I'm comfortable using. And I think I can control how much I add. And then I go in with a purplish, like a dark purplish shade, and just start from the middle and then work my way up to kind of like create a gradient look. So it's like fading off to the brow bone. I guess you could use any color for this actually if you want to create something more dramatic. If you use like a red color and just fade it out, might try that someday. So just blend it to have a seamless transition from one color to the next. I added the eyeliner just to add a little bit more depth. To add a little bit more, black to the eyes, to really smoke it out. It's like you can't really see it, but it fills in all those spaces for when I put the lashes on. I go back to my Florrie Roberts Shine Away primer because we're getting ready for the foundation. And I also like using my hand to, I guess the warmth of my hand kind of helps to, press the product into the skin. I'm using two different foundations, NW58 and NW48. I put the Beautiful Bronze around her chin and her upper lip. Just to lighten it up. I rarely use color correctors. That's just me. I don't really use it. I just put my concealer wherever I need it to be lighter, or a darker one where I need it to be darker. Then we just work that foundation into the skin. Look like I'm just like, you know, punching her face, but I'm not. This part of the video has been fast forwarded like 170 times. 170%, I think. Alright, this is the beautiful bronze again for the highlights. And then I think she was just dancing. Oh, what's she doing? Go Abigail. Maybe that was a praise break. Alright, so we just blend in the highlighter. Took it up a little bit up to the side of her nose.
Speak louder than words. Ideologies mean nothing when you need something real. So when it's all said and done, I'll be running back to you. I'll be running back to you. Keep me coming to ya.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I'm using the truffle, and I think I mixed it with the beautiful bronze because I think the truffle is just too dark, like I said in my previous video. Mixed it either with the foundation or with the chestnut. And I normally don't use the beauty blender for the contour, but I guess I stepped out of the box this day to try something new. Alright, we're getting ready for that setting powder. Abigail looks like she's about to fight somebody right now, but no, she's not. She's a sweet, sweet, sweet girl. Alright, so I'm blending it in again with the foundation brush so that we have a seamless look, which is very, very important. And now I'm adding the setting powder, and I'm actually pressing it into her skin. I'm not really like baking it, but more of pushing it down into the skin. Going back to the contour areas with the same color foundation as the one I mixed for her face. So it's just the NW58 powder. Putting that in all the contoured areas. And here I am with the mineralized skin finish in deepest dark to buff off the setting powder. Adding a little bronzer from one of my Sephora palettes. Sorry, didn't put that on here.
Yeah. Hey.
Smile, girl. Look at her. I don't know what she's saying. Alright, and then we put the blush. This is a Rimmel blush. It's very pigmented, I think, and if you're not careful, it just gets all over the place. Let's highlight. Let's highlight. There we go. That's the Anastasia's Glow Kit. I used the one I circled in red. That's the one I used for this look. And so sometimes I mix the one that I used and the one right below it. The other two on the side, well, I don't know. They broke and I need to get another one. Smoke the lower lid. So I used black and a little bit of that, you know, purplish dark color that I had used in the eyes. A little sparkle in the eyes.
Speak louder than words. Ideologies mean nothing when you need something real. So when it's all said and done, I'll be running back to you. I'll be running back to you. Keep me coming to ya.
We set the face with a Fix Plus from MAC, and I also like the Kat Von D setting spray. We added that right on top of it. Alright, so here we are, all done. She's looking like a black Barbie doll. She's so pretty. Alright, so that's the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Alright, until next time, bye-bye.
You don't need all the money in the world to look like you got all the money in the world. Then makeup shouldn't be your beauty. It should enhance your beauty.